specific cultural symbols which are used through time in different parts of arts, of housekeeping, in different parts of our lives. So we see those symbols, ornaments, and we understand that actually what is the culture we are talking about, right? You know what is the ornament. Then lines. Lines is very easy to understand. Yeah, what kind of lines are used here? Shapes, the same. So what kind of shapes? Maybe some roundy, maybe the other way. And is there any characters in this painting or other kind of masterpiece? What are the symbols? Yeah, what kind of symbols artist was using in here? Colors, super easy. Yeah, what colors? And fonts, lettering, like what letters, what kind of letters, how they are used here, what are the meaning of those letters? Are they words or just letters or just so how artists use them in different types of art? So please keep those 8 prismas, 8 points in your mind, or better screenshot or write down them. And we move further. We will analyze today 2 types, only 2 types. You can actually analyze whatever you want. But here, as an example, we will talk about traditional art versus folklore. So, and we will start from traditional art. As I'm Russian, Estonian Russian, so I collect both cultural codes. And so I want to talk also from one part in traditional art about Estonian art, and from folklore, from the view of folklore, I would love to analyze Russian elements, cliché elements. So let's start. Yuri Arrak, a very famous, like super famous Estonian artist, and his paintings are super specific. When we will see them somewhere in museum or in our national opera, we have his exhibition, which is I don't know how many years already there. So he's still alive. He's still doing stuff, and yeah, he's super cool. And let's see what his main moments are. So here are like 3 typical paintings of Yuri Arrak. And I want to ask you now, so someone. So let's talk about first picture from the left. And what do you think? What can be materials used for these paintings? For this painting, first one.
Paper.
Paper. Okay. Yes, very good. So
Some kind of paintings.
Colors.
Yeah, color.
Okay. Some kind. I think they hear more like coming oil. Or
I think this is acrylic.
I think second is more acrylic. But yeah, doesn't matter. Okay, second is more about acrylics, and first is more about paper and oil. Yes? Okay, ornaments. Do you see some ornaments here?
Yeah, I think it is in the middle, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
The one in the middle, maybe some of the paper ornaments.
Which part? The character is more like ornamental, or maybe flowers, or where?
I think this character in the middle, the yellow one.
Mm-hmm. Kinda, yes, actually, character in the middle. And also the window. So this is like some typical forms for which are also used in northern ornamental parts.
What about those fish, but with the faces? These are the shapes, characters?
This is also like, it's not about ornaments, let's say, so it is more about lines and shapes, right, Marta? And do you see the specific way of showing the head of character? So it is also about lines and shapes. Yeah, so we can even like draw to ourselves. So those things everywhere here. So yeah, Yuri Arak loves really to show people and some animals' heads as fire. So here I would love to write down about to characters part, that here are people, here are fishes, like big fish. And in symbols, I will write down fire head. You see it? Fire head. Okay, let's talk about symbols more. What symbols do you see here? On the third, for example, third picture, we see here.
Eat this fire. The fish eat this fire head. What does it mean?
You mean eating as a process, as a symbol?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Light.
Why not? Why not?
Light at the back.
Circle of life.
Say it once again, please.
Circle of life.
Circle of white?
Life.
Life. Circle of life. Okay. It can be.
The man sitting below the tree, maybe wisdom.
Yes. Actually, you know that trees are usually on some art paintings that they have like very strong meaning usually. Wisdom. Yes. No, that's it. It can be enough. Like just for example, colors. Let's talk about third picture with fish. Continue with this. So what are the colors mostly used?
Beautiful sunset.
Sunset colors. Okay, but it can be very different. So very concrete. So it's
Deep
more
red,
like ready.
Rose, peach, like
And we should, we need to write down it for ourselves, just for remembering like what colors. Okay, bluey.
50 Shadows of Red.
And even green. And some violet a bit as
blue
well.
also.
And white. Some pastel moments. You see the sky and the sea, they are more like pastelic. And the sand on the beach. Okay, fonts. We don't have here fonts. Let's move further. So we analyzed. We have a, I don't know, do you see my camera as well? Me, personally, in the camera.
Yes, we can.
Super. Then, so we have a table. Yes, we have a table. We analyzed pictures through this table, through all those like 8 points. Let's see what's next. What do we see here? The picture of Yuri Arak moved to the dress of a famous Estonian politician, Siret Kotka, her name is. And the picture is taken on celebrating of Independence Day of Estonia, when everyone is coming to parade to meet up with the Estonian president. So usually women who comes to this celebration, they choose their dresses, I don't know, half a year, or they sew those dresses, or they want, because afterwards, after this celebration, all people from Estonia just watch pictures, watch photos from the celebration, and they watch who has which kind of dress, because everyone wants to show something super specific, super new, super schmooper. And Siret Kotka is wearing here on the picture an Estonian design, and designer took Jüri Arrak picture as a part of this dress, as a main part of this dress. But it's actually not a real Jüri Arrak picture. It's not art print. It's a picture inspired by Jüri Arrak picture. Do you understand? How can it be actually?
Yes.
And as
So
you
otherwise,
see here, yes,
she would have, so you would probably have to pay, I don't know, some money to the owner of the picture, right, or the painting.
yes, that's true. But you can inspire by some painters and do something in his style. And what you see on the dress, you see blue, black, and white stripe. Yes, this is an Estonian flag. So those are our colors, country colors. And if you don't see it like from very close distance, you'd see just a flag. It's very patriotic, I could say, and people really love to wear those colors here. So it's something cold, something northern, but at the same time, it shows how you are actually connected with your country and with people. So yes, let's move further and see what is happening. On the left picture, you see a man with a bird on the top. Yes, or what is it? And this is original Jüri Arrak picture. This is already original print, which is used in Tallinn Fashion Week. So this is how you can really, like, you pay money for artist, for painter, and you use his masterpiece already how you want. And on the right picture, you see also like print. But this is also like, it's just an example, so it's not real one, but they just want us to show how you can use it, how you can print, you can like make it a part of dresses. So let's see also how it can work. So on the top, right top, you see the original masterpiece. This is an, how could it be in English? Autoportrait, yes, when artist is drawing himself. So this is how Jüri Arrak sees himself, and this is the main, the most popular picture of his masterpiece. And you see other people were using his style again, but not really printing his, not really making print of his masterpiece. They just use some lines, some styles. Yes, you see, if we go back to our table, so lines and shapes. They took only lines and shapes, only. And thanks to them, they did this inspirational print, which is not actually original painting. yes, or original print. They took a character. They took his character of himself, of Yuri, and made a print for shopper from him. Of course, everyone knows here in Estonia, if you were, it's still like advertising Yuri Arak, still about him, but it's not his product anymore. So also symbols. They used symbols because Yuri famous symbol is fish with strange eyes, as you see fish on the shopper, and they use symbols as well. The colors, yeah, he is using a lot of orange colors, so maybe they used this as well. So also we see how it's used on the poster here on the left corner, down corner. This is poster used, it's also not original Arak painting. It's also inspired by, it's made in his style, using symbols and shapes and lines, and but still it's about him. It's about meeting with Yuri. Yeah, it's a poster about with an annunciation, the meeting with Yuri Arak. So this is how it can be used. Let's see it again. We can inspire by his painting. We can just take some parts of his style. We can take some style of lining. So we can just take some colors. We can take some symbols and put it on already on our things. We can copy for money, but it's not interesting. I think it's not about us. We don't need this. We don't earn money with this. And yeah, we can borrow, let's say, some stylish things, which make it interesting, and also which it can help to popularize concretely these artists. Okay, what's next? Next is folklore. So here we will talk already about Russian part of my life. And here are the most popular cliche elements of Russian cultural code. Can you name what do you see here?
Russian doll.
Russian doll.
Babushka?
Matryoshka, matryoshka.
Matryoshka, yes, very nice.
Balalaika?
Yes, balalaika. What? Once again, what?
Beer.
Bear, yes. Masha
Snow.
and the Bear, the most popular fairy tale. Okay. Anything else?
Forest.
Deep, deep forest. Yes, in every Russian fairy tale, someone should go through deep, deep forest.
Snowflakes.
Snowflakes, yes. Russia is about snow. Yeah, there is a lot of snow. Every winter it's like going just crazy. Yes, that's it. And actually with this matryoshka, I wanted to show also like the Russian traditional costume. Kokoshnik, you know what kokoshnik is?
No, explain us.
Sorry?
Explain
Where chicken
to
are
us.
kept, no?
Chicks, yeah, but kokoshnik is this thingy on the head.
Aha.
Yes, this is with flowers. So this is kokoshnik, and this is a symbol of femaleish part of. If you see the Russian fairy tales about some princesses, all the princesses are wearing kokoshniks. So yeah, if you want to make this princess Russian, just put kokoshnik on her head. And also red cheeks, of course. If you have a deep, deep forest and you have a really strong winter And even there, in the strong winter, in the deep, deep forest, you meet a bear. What do? You run. After what? You have really, really red cheeks. So these are very cliché-ish, let's say, elements of this Russian culture. And now I want to show you one artist. Her name is Yana, and she's a young girl from Saratov. This is a city in the central Russia. And she is combining those cultural code elements from Russian folklore with very trendy and nowadays topics. And her paintings are actually even like socially meaningful. And I want to show you her Instagram. I don't know if you see, you don't see it right now, but I will show you. So here you are. Do you see it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so let's analyze a bit. So we see here really huge influence. You see red cheeks. Red cheeks, definitely this woman was running from some bears or wolves in a deep forest in the winter. So what do we see here?
Moon, her and some girls, I think.
You see the snow again?
Yeah.
So in this concrete case, we see how folklore is influencing art. So we are not going from the art to some nowadays used elements and things, material things, but we are going otherwise, from elements to art. When we do art nowadays, using those elements from old times, we take them and we help those elements to go through time and develop as well. So let's see. What else do we have here? Okay, maybe this is not very... Okay, what social message can be said by this painting? What are the ideas? We don't know actually real ones, so there is no wrong answers. There's just
maybe eyes tell us more than like words.
Than mouth. Yes, it can be. We will afterwards ask the painter. Okay. Any more ideas from other people?
The right of expression.
Yes. This is definitely, I'm pretty sure.
Or when women are being silenced by traditional roles.
Yes, women's life in Russia even nowadays. Yes. This is actually a very, very important message, yeah, to society, that still there is this silence rule. Maybe not so strong as it was like many years ago, but still. Okay, let's watch more. What do we have here? There is one super interesting I wanted to show you. You see, snow, forest, red cheeks, everything as we love. Here actually you can see how reality of trains, yes, how like usual life is full of fairy tale characters also. Yeah, this one. So, what's the message of this painting? How do you think? Social message?
Maybe that we are different and someone needs to look on something or see it, and another need to hear it.
Someone trusts his eyes, someone trusts his ears. Yes.
Yeah.
For example, yes. Any more?
Maybe you should, when you try to understand something, you should try to see it on different angle.
Yes, yes, super nice idea. From different levels, right? Because if you could see it from lower part, yes, the situation, it could be from one, how was the nice word? Perspective. And from the higher, it's another view already. Very interesting.
Maybe that even if we think that we're protected by the walls, maybe there are always someone who will see or hear something.
Oh yeah, it's very nowadays story actually. Yes. So this is an example how we take elements from folklore and bring it to the art. So thank you for your participation. Now I would love to ask you, please take some masterpiece from your country, from your local or connected with your cultural codes. Just one masterpiece, just one painting or one whatever it is, maybe installation, maybe any kind of art. And make a table. Write down, maybe just by hand, maybe by using some nowadays popular programs, some Canvas, Word, Office, Microsoft, and so on. So whatever, please do this table according to the picture you choose. Picture which is connected with your culture, with your cultural code. And I would love to ask you to send this table with this picture, just one by one, just as you are, like from your personal email, just to my personal email. And I will do the collage from everything. I will combine everything that everyone can see. What are your cultural lines, cultural characters? What are the maybe cliche elements what we will see? What are your cultural fonts? And then we will have like huge collage of everything. And you know what can we do afterwards? In the end of the project, we can mix, we can
make a merge.
Yes, we can make a merge of this project, for example, using those shapes and lines. Okay? And I would love to receive your table and your picture according to this table, or let's say this table according to picture you choose, connected with your personal cultural code, until the end of this week. Okay? Until Sunday, to my email, which I will show you right now. Okay, there's a big letters. I will write down. And I want to ask teachers also to share maybe this email. Do you see it right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maria Yef @gmail.com. Please save it. Please share it with participants. of this conference. And I really look forward to receive your picture and table. And afterwards to have a huge fantasy, how can we combine and mix it? And what can be this result of everything? So thank you very much for those who participated. Thank you for your opinions and views, which cannot be incorrect, which are always correct, just because this is your opinion. Okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Masha. Thank you.
Thank you, Masha.
Okay.
Hi. High school, which is situated in Nicosia, Cyprus. For our project, we decided to go the educational route, and the outcome was the board game. Literally is again an enjoyable way. The board game consists of one board of the Cyprus map, fact cards, decision treasure cards, question cards, 2 dice, and money, which will be Cypriot pounds. The board has 28 spaces containing 5 of the cities of Cyprus. And these are the fun fact cards, which you will see when you land on the specific spaces. Under the fun fact, you can see the value and the rent of it. These are some examples. These are the decision cards, which you will pick up when your pawn lands on the space with the treasure on it. And some of the examples. Then we have the cards with questions on them, which you will have to answer if you land on the spaces with a question mark. And the pawns of the pawns, the Aphrodite, which is a Greek goddess, which is another pawn will be the Mufflin, which is the and the idol of Palmas, which you can also see on coins. And another pawn will be the ship of Kerinya, which is let me explain how the game is played. The rules are the same as a classic Monopoly game, but with a twist. For instance, in the board game, the money used will be Cypriot pounds. And when you land on a question mark, you have to answer one of the given questions for Cyprus. When you land on a treasure chest, you have to take a decision card and do what's written on it. The cost of this property is 20 euros compared to the classic Monopoly board game, which is on average 25 to 30 euros. And we have priced our property at this amount so that it is affordable for all. We have marketed this game through our website, forums, and social media. And people will be able to purchase the board game through our website, and it will also be available at your local toy shops. Thank you for your patience and
show you how to dance Cypriot dances.
To do a traditional dance called Sirtos. We hope you like it and you can follow. Now we're going to show it step by step.
You can switch on your camera, guys, and try to do the steps that the girls are doing. Okay, let's try. Switch on your camera. Whoever wants to dance. Please. Nobody? Can you hear me?
Okay, we'll start with the basics. It's called Sirtos because you drag your feet on most of the steps and you will sit when the girls start dancing. quality symptoms because the girls are running and picking most of the steps. One, we start with the right foot, and then we make small steps, and then the left one, and then again the right one. Switch right, to switch left. Right, switch left. And there are variations. So we have more figures to do, and these are the same steps, but while standing in the same place. And these are the same steps again, but we go from side to side. So right, left.
No image, Maria. The image is gone.
To thank the girls and
Girls.
continue with
Thank you.
a break, 10 minutes break.
Several different types of jobs and experience regarding tourism and also work with young people. He has also been involved in several Comenius and Erasmus projects, I believe, and now he's a business owner, and the floor is yours, Gregor.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for invitation and opportunity to share my thoughts and my experiences today. As colleague Marta said, I was also a student of Gymnasium Chernomel and had very good memories of this school, and gave me very good, like I can say, basis for the further studies and work. So at the moment I'm working, I have a tourist agency, a tourist and development agency. So I would like to present you what do we do, especially because the theme of your project is intangible cultural heritage, and the products that we do are very much connected with intangible or living cultural heritage. So okay, just for the beginning. So where we are, I don't know, you probably already talked a lot about the regions that are connected with your project. So I am working, or our agency is working mainly in our region. So it's called Bela Krajina. So it is on the southeast of Slovenia. Here I have one funny map of the region. As you can see, it is on the border with Croatia. So there is only river Kolpa that is like border river, and in the region there are 5 different nationalities. Here are Slovenians, Croatians, ancestors of a German colony called Kočevari, Serbians, and Roma people living. And they all belong to 3 different religions. So one is a Roman Catholic religion, then Serbian Pravoslav Church, and also Greek Catholic churches. So there are 2 Greek Catholic churches in our region, and they are the only 2 in Slovenia. So from this you can see that the region, although it's very small, it's very diverse. And there is huge folklore diversity and also huge nature diversity. This is all because of the history. The people from this region, or all Slovenia, are Slavs, and mainly the religion, like centuries ago, was Slav mythology. I also studied ethnology, so I have quite some knowledge about Slav mythology, and I use it also with our products. So this Slav mythology, later on, it became with baptization, the Roman Catholic and all the other churches, but still in the landscape, in the houses, in the folklore songs, in the folk heritage, you can see a lot of this different Slavic mythology, or the elements of the Slavic mythology. Some of them we will talk about some of them later. So who are we and what do we do? All our products, when we accept our guests, the tourists, they are connected with our landscape and our heritage. So the products are like, they are not classical products to show the tourists around just the landscape and so on, but we would like to do experiences so that people remember because of the experience. Not about what they learned about the history or some dates and so on, but they have very good time and they learn about experiences. This is why, for example, we organize like Bela Krajina evening, like traditional evening. On the picture on the right side, on the top, you can see people dressed in the national white costumes. So one of the products is that people have like a dinner and then folklore dances and folklore songs. So the other one, here you see some donkeys and sheeps. This one is with the sheeps. I will tell later on more about this product, but people go and play some shepherd games with the sheeps. On the left side, you have some waters and the sparkling wine, our local sparkling wine. So we do the wine tastings on the beautiful natural scenery, and we also do some team buildings and so on. So this is what we do, and we try to connect always all the products with some natural and history and cultural heritage of the region. So on one side, we are working as like a tourism reception travel agency. So what do? We develop and market. We work on development and marketing of our own tourist products, and they are like the integral tourist products with the concept of the 5-star experiences. Our national tourist organization, STO, developed the concept of the 5-star experiences that is based on the level that it is experience that is most important. Not this doesn't mean that you need to stay in some expensive 5-star hotels, but that experience is like 5-star experience. So the other thing we do is the MICE segment. So this is organization of and implementation of meetings, incentives, conferences, and different events in southeastern Slovenia. And we also work on organization and implementation of personalized products for smaller groups and more demanding individuals in this area of southeastern Slovenia. So all our products are totally individualized. When some individual or group calls us, we do the individual experience or a tour. They are not classic tours, so we personalize all the tours. On the other side, we are working on the development of tourism also. We do some consulting, workshops, education and research. So like this, we do implementation of management of the process and quality system in the hotel and other tourist accommodations. We do consulting in the field of strategies development for tourist destinations and attractions. We do some research work in the field of ethnology, some digital marketings, and work on public tenders for financing different projects. I would like to present you one of our tourist products. For example, this one is Pobelelo polje Aucama. This is traditional Bela Krajina song. It is a folk song that goes and it sings about the sheeps. It means that the old landscape is white because there are so many sheeps. And sheeps are very important for our products and also for our landscape and tradition and gastronomy and so on. So the background of these products is natural and cultural heritage of the region. Bela Krajina is white landscape. It means white land or white landscape. And why? It is because of the linen textile. People used to produce linen and textile, so they would dress up in the white clothes. And there is also karst, so this is limestone. That is the white, and there are a lot of white birch trees that are also white. So people that came here tell this land that it is white land or white landscape. So this Belokranjska Pramenka sheep, this is indigenous breed of sheep. We have 4 different breeds of sheep in Slovenia. One of them is Belokranjska Pramenka. About these sheep, we have a lot of folk games, folk songs. We also do some folklore dances and children games. Sheep are very important for gastronomy because you can have milk, cheeses, and also meat. And they are very important also for some art and craft, to do some, for example, for some sweaters or socks and so on. And it is also connected with the Slavs mythology. If I can shortly go around this circle of Slavic mythology that are very important for our products, is this, for example, when we have the highest Slavic god called Perun, it is on the upper side of the screen, and the Veles, he is his opposite of the Perun, so the bad guy, like a devil, that is in the lower bottom of the screen. And we start our circle or our trip in the winter solstice, so in the right side on the 21st of December, when it's Christmas or the Božić, so Christ or Christmas is born. So Perun, this highest god, gets his son. It is also called Yarilo or Juraj. And on the same night, carolers, so these are people, a group of people who are going around. You probably know carol singers, so these are carolers. They go around and they sing a song to the homesteads and so on. They steal this young god and bring him to the world of god Veles, so to the world of this evil guy. And in this world, Yuri, our Christmas, or the guy who was born on the Christmas on the 21st of December, here he's a shepherd. When the time goes on, in April, so on the 24th of the April, this guy Yuri, or Christmas, he returns to our world, to the Perun world, and everything becomes green again. So flowers bloom, everything becomes green, the leaves begin to grow and so on. And on this date we have a very special celebrations like folk festival. It is called in our land Jurjevanja. And the other sides of the Balkan, in Serbia, Bosnia and so on, it's known as Đurđevdan. You can hear also the word Ederleji, or in Turkey Hidrlej. So this means that this figure or this story is like worldwide. It's not just in our region, but it goes back in all Slavic countries. And while he is traveling around the country, everything becomes green and becomes alive again. This story was for the people living here in Bela Krajina very important, because they were farmers. And when this guy, this Yuri, returned it to the world, it became everything became green again, and people believed that they will have food and that they would survive one more year. So this is why this mythology is also very important for our product. Here we have out of this Bela Krajina sheep, so Belokranjska Pramenka, then we got these different products that we call product diversity. So out of one sheep we can have gastronomy project, as I already said. We can get some milk, we can produce some cheese, and we can have meat also. And there is also a special dish called Bravina s slatkim zeljem. So it is old sheep with the cabbage. that is also protected like the heritage in this region. Then we have Griblia CSI product. We are developing this one. You probably know CSI, Criminal Site Investigation Series. And we would like to do this in Griblia. This is one village where we have ships, something with the ships and CSI connected. Out of the sheep wool, you can do some art and craft. So there are a lot of products that you can do out of the wool. We are working on team building games. We have this traditional evening, so Biela Krajina traditional evening, when you have people dressed up in the folklore dresses. They learn about folklore dances, they sing our songs, and they are presented with all our heritage. So then we have one shepherd game. It is called Kozapish. It is one of the many shepherd games that shepherds used to play when they were with the sheep or with the cows. And we are doing this. We are presenting, or people come here as a tourists and they play these shepherd games. And we have also developed one game, these sheep games, when people go and play with the sheep, they hide and so on. And also one special for the children, so the children can go there and they meet the sheep and they learn about the sheep and they learn about the area and they draw sheep and so on. So this is all the product diversity that you can get out of one, I can say, ordinary animal. And along with this, there are also some educational products, research and development, gastronomy product, and also we do the merchandise for this product. So the product goes like this, that on the top left you have two guides, or they are dressed up to be the guides for this product. Then we go, the people sit on the tractor or on the trailer, and we take them to the field outside of the village. They get some dresses, like traditional or farming dresses there, something to drink, and then they go to play with the sheep. So one of the games is, for example, that we divide group into the 4 smaller groups, and each of them gets a bucket. In the bucket there is some corn. And then the task is that they need to feed the sheep. So which group can feed the sheep so that the bucket is empty? This group then wins. And some other is that you need to touch one sheep just to touch and run back. So it is like this. Then it is some singing of the songs and so on. At the end, we claim who is the winner and take some photographs. So this is one product that we do. This was very well accepted product on the market because it was something new. It is something with the live animals. You don't harm any animal. We always tell people that they must not harm any animals, and we do respectfully with the animals. So people appreciate this also. So our products are always like this, that there is something connected with the nature or the heritage. So in this product, as you saw, it is something with the tradition. So tradition with the food, with the drinks. There is some animation, some dresses, and people are outside and they are playing with the traditional animals, that indigenous animals that live here. So if you find about ourselves, it's like this. If you find crawling in the woods, running after the sheep, rowing on the rivers and moisturing your throat in white-yard cottages like a good fun, then you are at the right place. We are Bravina Experience. So this is my 20 minutes. If somebody has some question, and if not, I would finish with my short presentation.
Thank you very much, Kyriakos.
Yeah.
Any questions from the students or anybody else?
I just wanted to comment that this is so interesting to hear that the culture is quite similar to ours. So it's very nice to hear familiar stories, names, and so on. Just a comment from
Okay,
Estonian
thank you.
Russians.
Yeah, thank you. I studied also Slavic mythology, and it is like then that all our mythology, all our beliefs and traditions and so on, they came out of Indo-European roots, heritage. And whenever you go, this might be Russia or Scandinavia or Balkans or Turkey or Egypt and so on, you always find these similar roots in all these traditions. So you always have some good and evil and something in between. For example, this guy, this highest Slavic god Perun, is the same that is like Thor in the Scandinavian mythology. They are just different names. Otherwise, some roots are quite the same or very similar, and then they are just different versions of the, I can say, quite same story.
I would just like to add that we also have, as a project, we also have an Instagram account and, of course, Facebook. And one of our hashtags is "Leave with a story, not just a souvenir."
Yes.
So what you're doing, I guess, is exactly this. So when you leave Bela Krajina and if you experience your products, people leave Bela Krajina with a story, not just a souvenir.
I always say like this, that the modern way to deal with the tourists or to guide the group of the tourists or even individuals, it's always about experiences. It's not, and it is quality of the experiences. It is not just to go somewhere and take a photo of something or say that I was there, but they are memories. And if something nice happened to you, the memory will always stay. If you just buy some souvenir, some T-shirt or some, I don't know, some souvenir, it is like a short-term souvenir that you then mostly forget about it, and in the few years you don't have nothing about with this souvenir. But if you live with the good stories and with the good experience, you will remember this all your life.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Can I add something?
Yes.
This is a modern trend in tourism industry. I mean, tourists nowadays look for experiences in the everyday life of people, or do workshops. To get involved with workshops and learn about the everyday life and the customs of the people the country they visit.
Yes, thank you for your comment. The majority of the products now or in the future will go mostly in experiences. So food. It is like this, that the guest or a tourist must sense the local landscape, local people with all of their senses. So what is with the hearing, what they hear, what they see, what they taste, what they smell, and also what they have in their hearts. So the last one is also very, very extremely important. So how to go in the people's hearts to remember you forever. And the modern tourism goes in this way to, I always say that you don't need to have an Eiffel Tower or the pyramids of Giza to do the good tourist product. In all landscapes, in all regions, we have some stories, we have different, very, very interesting people with different knowledge and different I can say they can do some art or handcraft stuff. And it is not just that you go there and see, for example, how some art or craft product was made, but the experience is that you learn how to do it. And these are the modern ways how to deal with the tourism and the tourist.
Yeah, is this called experiential tourism or something like that? Be involved
Yes,
in
yes.
Okay. And how to, it's also important how to make a brand name of your local area, not just the capital of your country. Yeah, make a brand name. And I think that during these days, we have been introduced to many ideas on how to make a brand name of our ICH. And this is what we've been trying to do with this project. Make a brand name of our local ICH.
Well, making brands is a very difficult process, and it needs to be a process. It is very important what it takes with it, because this is something that you present who you are with. And for example, our brand or our logo, as you see on the right top corner, it is like the sheep. It's oval like the sheep, stylized sheep. And Bravina, it's the name of this dish. Of the locals say Bravina is an old sheep, more than 1 year old. So our company is called Bravina. And we are not like Bravina tourist agency or something like this, but we are called Bravina Experience, because what we offer is not tourist tours, but we are offering experiences.
Super.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody would like to add anything or comment? No. So now,
that was it. Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much, Gregor, for your presentation, and we wish you all the good luck with your Bravina experience, and hopefully we will continue to collaborate on something maybe in the future.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much for your invitation.
Thank you.
I wish
Thank
you
you,
all the
Gregor.
best with the project. Yes, bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, thanks.
Bye.
So Marta now, Christian
Yes, we are waiting for. Has he been added?
No.
Not yet?
Not yet.
I'll call him and see if he has already clicked the link. He's coming.
He's in now. He's with us. Let me make him a presenter.
Hello.
Okay. So, hello to our second speaker today, Mr. Christian Asani. He is the head of the business incubator, Bela Krajina. And some of you may have met him at the meeting or the workshop at the business incubator, some of the students. So we welcome you, Christian, and the floor is yours.
Thank you, Marta. So I have the privilege of having the presentation as a last one today, right? So I'll try to make it as as interactive and as interesting as possible. Will you cooperate with me if I ask students something, or I will be alone on stage, right?
Yes, they can turn on their microphones and hopefully they will answer.
Yeah, that will be very cool. So we have students from Greece, Lithuania, Bulgaria, Estonia, and Cyprus, right? Let's check if guys from Cyprus are here, because they yesterday they won match against Slovenia. So
in football, right?
Will they cheer or no? Okay, anyway, let's hear the fans from Cyprus. No, they are not. Maybe they are not football fans.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so I can start presentation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me just share the screen.
We are also good if you want to try us.
Yes, can see your presentation, but make it a full screen.
Okay.
Okay, that's
now
better.
We can see it?
Yes.
Okay, so as Marta said, I'm the head of business incubator. So here in our region, Bela Krajina, do you know what is actually business incubator, or do you familiar with this word? Have you been maybe in your accelerators, business incubators in your country?
Yes, we have.
Yeah, and you were also here at ours, so I didn't know. Here's you're the same group. So, what is? Firstly, I would like to present just quickly what is our purpose. So our purpose is to increase the number of startups, especially those with higher added value. So startups are companies with potential of rapid international growth. So like unicorns, we call it. Maybe, you know, I don't know, Facebook, Viber, TikTok are such companies. That's first purpose. And the second, to increase the survival rate of startups, because as you know, startups are very, let's say, risky, and so we are trying to increase that survival rate, which is around 50% in Europe, maybe higher. In US, they have lower this survival rate. So, and at the end, we are promoting and spreading the entrepreneurial mindset here in our region, in Slovenia. So that's why we are also at this event. And which our target groups are innovative potential entrepreneurs. So we are working with individuals and also with companies. So second target group is new and existing businesses with the potential of rapid growth. Okay. So we are having mentorship and expert advising. We are organizing the events, lectures, workshops, trainings. We are also renting business and production facilities. And also we are identifying innovative entrepreneurial ideas in the region. So here, maybe just to see how our offices looks like, here is the co-working space. This is the meeting room where I am actually right now. This is our space with, let's say, technology. Here is 3D print, UV print, laser engraver, augmented reality equipment. So all the new technologies. And we are in the 3 units. So this is our building with the offices. These are production facilities, and this is like a, let's say, shop or something like that in the center of our city, Chernomyl. So we have 25 startups right now, 12 individuals and 8 co-working members. We are working with them. And from the beginning, we already had 35 startups and 60 co-working members. So let's say we worked with a lot of different business ideas, and we helped them a lot. And as I know, today our topic is the use of, promotion of social media, use of social media for promotion of local businesses, right? So we are dealing with a lot with the local businesses. They are targeting also our region, or Slovenia, and also internationally. So I will talk about everything. But to be as practical as we can, let's take for example our lady. It's called the company name and the startup name is called BeeQueen. So that's the lady. She's a beekeeper. But I will share the website. Just a second. Okay. So that's her website. 1.5 years ago, she come to our incubator with a business idea like, I'm beekeeper. I'm producing honey and all the stuff with these bees. And she said, I see a lot of a big potential in the bee venom. So she started to make cream for face. It is like effect of organic, natural Botox. So she started to producing this cream, and we were testing it. My colleagues, ladies especially, they were testing like 20 different samples, and then at the end they decide for one sample. And she said, "Okay, I will produce this one." And then we made this design and all the paperwork you need to have to go on this cosmetic market. It was really tough, but after like 1 year, she was prepared to go on market. But now you need to start somehow, and how to start selling. As I learned here, since I'm working here in Business Incubator for 4 years, the most important thing that you can add to your product or business or service, it's a story. You can add it. So we add a story about her. Let me translate in English, so maybe you can just read a little bit, because it's really long story. And okay, this website is still like testing website, but she's selling a lot these days. So we are making her new web store. So this is a story like me and my husband. We are producing we are beekeepers. We are producing. Here is our family. I was selling honey, then we got some medals from our honey. Here is our land. This is me producing this cream, and I get an idea. What about if I will? What about if we use bee venom into an exceptional cream? Okay. Then here is all the process, and that's the story. And at the end, we said, okay, if you like our story, if you support our story, you can view product and buy it. And then when we released this story, it was really, really huge support from the customers, especially from ladies. So in the first week, she sold like, I think 50 bee big queen creams. But as you see, the price is very high for a one cream with, I think, 50 milliliters. Okay, but we can add a high, we can have a high price because the story was so unique, and it's really local production. It is not like big pharmaceutical company, and people trust it. So my first suggestion is, if you are doing business, have a good story. So people will trust you, will believe you, and will more likely buy your products. Okay. Then let's go back. So, but also at the beginning, you need to define to whom you want to sell your product. When we started with this cream, we said in our heads, okay, because the price is 60 euros, probably students won't buy it. So it will buy someone with higher wages, with money. So we said, okay, let's target the persons from up to from 30 to 50, 60. Okay. And then we said, okay, men will definitely not buy it. But we tested, and really they didn't buy it. We tested, maybe it was failure because we tested for a Valentine's Day. We said, okay, buy your girlfriend or
wife.
Buy your wife. Yes, thank you. Buy your wife cream with like natural Botox. And of course, they didn't want to buy it because they didn't know what reaction will be when they will buy a Botox for a wife. Okay, it was really dangerous area, so they didn't decide to buy it. So when you then we define, okay, we'll sell this to persons who are from 30 to 50, and they're women with let's say higher wages. And we tried, so we set a Facebook campaign with Facebook ads and said, okay, Facebook target please person from 30 to 50 from all of Slovenia and with and woman. Okay, so after that we were narrowing our population, because the Facebook is always giving you statistics, which group is selling you, which group is buying the most of your product. So with marketing, you know, it is like this. You will spend, let's say you spend 10,000 of budget for marketing, and then 5,000 at the beginning. You must realize that 5,000 will go, like will disappear, and nobody will buy from these 5,000 euros. 50% of this will maybe buy. So conversion rate in web stores, if you have like 3% of all the people who visit your web page and will make a purchase, is good percentage. So but with this cream, with this story, we have a conversions rate like 7%, which is really high. So you need to define persona, and always keep in mind this persona. Persona is key customer. Always keep in mind when you are selecting the social media on which you will promote. So if we have some product for older people, for let's say from 40 on, then we'll definitely use Facebook instead of TikTok. If we have a product which is very photogenical with a lot of photos, then we can use Instagram. If we have, I don't know, so always choose your social media upon your persona. Then, as I said, good copy is very important. I will tell you a story of two journalists. In 2009, they decided to make an experiment, and they bought 100 different products. Here I have them. And from the average price for those products was $1.3. And as you see, those are really useful products. The only common thing to those products is that they're useful. They don't have any added value, nothing. So, and then they said, okay, we'll try to sell this on eBay, but we will add to all of these 100 stories, 100 products, different story. So they called their journalist friends and said, okay, you have, for example, this product, make me a story of this product. And they, all of those 100 journalists wrote 100 different stories. They put this on eBay, and at the end, in 10 months, they sold all these products for altogether $3,600. But again, keep in mind, those products was really useful. Only what they had was the good story. You can also read about this experiment. It's called now I forget. I will send you a link later in the chat. So always have a good story, and at the end, in social media is very important because we have a lot of ads. So it's very important to have a proof of concept and to have a social proof. And because people, we know, we are reading reviews. For example, when we decide on which destination we will go for vacation, we'll read reviews if this destination is good or not, and upon that we will decide. So when we, with this BeQueen, when we were gathering first good testimonials, good reviews, we immediately posted on the Facebook, on Instagram, so all other customers saw these testimonials, and they said, okay, if this cream helped a lot of other women, why wouldn't to me? So they bought it. So these are my three key advices you need to have when promoting on social media. So find a key customer, have a good copy, and then use a lot of testimonials as you can. So maybe now we can go with your with one of your examples to upon these 3 points. Marta, is anybody here? Hope they are not
Yes,
sleeping.
I'm here. I'm
No,
here.
we are here. We are here.
Yes.
Yeah.
the students,
we?
The students had to prepare business ideas, so maybe they could use their business ideas and try to.
Maybe they can upgrade now the business idea with my help. With this, in these 10 minutes we have left.
Okay, maybe we can show our business idea. Maria, if you add me as the presenter, I can show you
Yes, of course.
this. Okay.
Now you must be able to present.
Okay, can you see my presentation?
Yes.
Or the student's presentation?
Not, yes, now yes. Make it a full screen, Marta.
Yes, of course. So Lara, could you maybe comment? Let me show you the photo first.
Ojoj, ker sem na hitro malo povem.
Yeah.
Okay, so we basically we always talk about how Bela Krajina is not the first thing that tourists think about when they come from other countries. So we decided to make. We were inspired by like food trucks, but we would make it like an experience. So we would have a lot of our traditional products like Belokrajinska pogača, maybe some cloths with the embroidery handmade, and also an important part would be like an info spot, so that we would have we would present what tourists can do in Bela Krajina, where to go, where to stay, maybe some fun activities. Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, so when you have a problem, unknown region for tourists. Now we need to define which tourists are we targeting, Slovenian tourists from other regions or international tourists from abroad?
We were discussing this and we kind of decided that it's probably for both. But maybe more focused on international.
So with that truck, you go to different places?
Yeah, I forgot to say that. We would have one truck that would travel from camps around Kolpa or along the river and maybe visit some festivals in Bela Krajina. And also one that would be maybe located in Ljubljana or somewhere where more international tourists come, so that we could invite them to Bela Krajina, I guess.
Okay. So maybe more, maybe it's better to go to Ljubljana, because the tourists who are already in Bela Krajina, they already decided for Bela Krajina. They don't need to see our truck and decide, okay, we'll go to Bela Krajina. They're already there. So we need to go to Ljubljana and then invite them, solve their problems, because tourists in Ljubljana have a problem where, let's say they have a problem because they don't know where to go on the next destination. Okay. So we are trying. So our key persona, key customer is international tourist located in Ljubljana who doesn't know where to go next.
Okay. Yeah.
So then we need to find out, okay, where we can find this kind of person, and let's say. The person who doesn't know where he'll go next day is probably not family. It's not probably it's not because the family trips are having organized everything. Okay, so maybe we are our key customer is student who is kako se reče štopa? Hitchhiking. Yes. So, okay, let's find out if this is our key customer. And now we need to see where hitchhikers are staying in Ljubljana. So we need to go to them, and then we need to talk with our key customer. And then we need to ask them, okay, so what's your plan for next days? Did you choose your next location? well, what do you think about Bela Krajina? Here is our region, the most beautiful region in the world, so everything, okay? And then we'll see from their answers, we'll see if they will buy it. Then we need to focus on hitchhikers, maybe expand then the population. If not, if they will say, no, I'm not interested, you don't have good, I don't know, connections, you don't have good roads, then we will say, okay, hitchhikers is not our key customer, let's move on.
Yeah.
So that's with your product is, that's the first thing I would do. Then maybe you can add a, let's say, interesting story. Let's say you will go to one hitchhiker and say, look, do you know what happened to one hitchhiker 1 year ago when we visited him, invite him to Bela Krajina? He's now married with Slovenian guy with Slovenian girl in Chernobyl. Okay, so sell the interesting story.
Very good advice. Okay, anybody else?
But maybe in business we need to try in a real environment everything, because this is what we have in our head. But if you will not have a proof of concept in real from customers, we don't have nothing.
Yes.
And on average, how many people do you usually test with products?
Yeah, it depends. It depends, but you can do it very. It's very cheap to test a product right now, because you can make a website for 15 euros. Then you can put a Facebook ad from 10 to 50 euros. You can just put ad, let's say, and you will have 10,000 people immediately. And if this ad will sell, it means you have a good product. So usually, sometimes we suggest people, because some technical people, they always want just to develop. They don't want to show the product. They don't want to sell the product. But the main focus they need to have is selling, of course. And then we suggest them, okay, stop developing, just make a render, like Lara showed to us, is the picture, and you don't even have this truck in real life. Just put this truck on, I don't know, Facebook groups, and say, ask if it interesting to someone. And maybe then local Slovenian tourist organization in Ljubljana will decide, yes, that's very interesting, bring this truck to us next week. Okay, then we need to explain.
Then we have a problem.
No, then we need to start developing the product. Yeah, but then real thing starts.
Okay. Anybody else has any questions?
I do have one.
Yes, please.
What was the turning point? What was the point when you said to yourself, I want to make a business out of this? What was the main reason which drove you to this conclusion?
Yeah, it's very good questions. You know, people, this story about this lady beekeeper I was telling, she's still working. This is her side project still, because she have a job in a cosmetic shop here in Chernobyl for 4 hours per day. It's half-time job, but still she's working. And definitely the key point is when you make, when you are making amount of money when you can live out of it, I would say. So now she's on that point because she's deciding to leave a job and just to work with this business. Okay. So definitely the turning point is one perspective is definitely when you make money from that idea.
Okay, thank you.
So that's why it's so risky that when you, let's say, leave your job and want to start something new with such a product, but you can't make any money at the beginning.
Yeah, it's very risky, and that's why startups are failing, because usually startups at the beginning, they have idea, they maybe have a proof of concept, and they sell the idea to investors, and they get 50,000, 100,000, or even more, and then they have let's say 6 months to start making money. If they will not start making money, they will fail.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask you something?
Yes, of course.
Do you usually cooperate with schools, or is it because of the program?
No, we are cooperating with our local school all the time, now for 4 years in a row. We are organizing workshops with them. We are doing startup weekends. Startup weekend is like you have an idea, then you try to develop it in 1 or 2 days. So in Friday on Saturday, and then you represent it to the commission, and then we have a winner, and maybe they are invited to our incubator, and so we are cooperating a lot with schools, because the students, you are our key partners. You are the next entrepreneurs, and we need to get to know you, and you need to get to know us.
What is the earliest age you think one can become an entrepreneur and have a startup?
Here, in our case, we have a guy with 22 years old. Yeah, but there is no limit. You can start with 15. You can be an entrepreneur with 15, really.
Okay, and one last question.
Yes.
Your base is there in Bela Krajina, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. And are there many incubators like you around Slovenia? Because we have incubators offices, but they are mainly based in Athens, in the capital, not in the regions around.
Slovenia is known by that we have all important institutions all over the country. So also we have 20 such incubators around Slovenia, not only in Ljubljana. Of course, in Ljubljana is the biggest one, but we have 20 other incubators.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay.
Some more questions?
So, yeah.
I can also leave my contact. Here it is. So if anybody has a question, just you can send me email, or you can call me, WhatsApp, Viber, anything.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
thank you, Christian.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And hopefully we will do business again.
Yeah, Take care. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Okay, just
Bye.
yeah. Let me take a photo of you.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Switch on
Everything
your
is so-
camera, Marta.
Yes. Hiding in the bushes.
These are.
Okay, thank you very much from Slovenia, and
Thank you.
the floor
Bye.
is yours. Bye.
Bye. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Well, I think there is just a general high school to present their challenge, right? Vivi, you will be the presenter?
No, I think Maria asked you to make one of the students the presenter.
Which one?
Thanasis.
Maria, it's the third high school to present. You can make Thanasis Padiskas.
Okay.
Present. So I invite Asiakos Iasonas and Thanasis Padiskas. Present you our idea. Go on, guys.
Hello, let me share it.
Hello. Thanasi, you'll be able to share your screen? You try.
Yes. So can you see it? Can you see our presentation?
Yes, we can. Yes.
Okay, thank you. So hi everyone, I'm Thanasis. I'm here to tell you about our startup from our challenge on Monday. So we came up with a mobile app which is called VioWeb. So before we dig into anything, I would like to make a short intro about traditional forecasting in Greece. As you can see, before the advent of modern forecasting systems, a lot of indigenous people around the world could accurately forecast weather and climate by noticing changes in animate and inanimate entities. So they noticed changes mainly in nature. They help them to predict the next day's weather, or the next month, or the next. It was long term. So they noticed changes in constellation and movement of stars and the moon, and blossoming of certain indigenous trees and flowers, and mainly animals. Now I can tell you the most iconic one was the rooster. So based on this method on traditional forecasting in Greece, we made an app that merges scientific and traditional weather forecasting to give you an overall complete image of the weather. We decided to name our app VioWeb. Vio is for Viotia, which is where we are in right now, and Web is for weather. So our app can solve a lot of modern day problems. The first one is the industry problem. So weather today affects industries across the globe. Each year, billions of dollars are lost due to weather variability. Weather knowledge influences decisions of the tourism industry, the energy sector, and many other sectors. So we can solve these problems by making long-term forecasts useful to all the sectors above. VioWeb can be the app to help with this problem. A second problem our app can face is a matter closer to everyday people. So we rely on weather to make our schedule, plan our travels, and so much more. An unexpected weather phenomenon can ruin our day by forcing us to change our plans. So VioWeb ends this problem once and for all by informing you for all the weather variabilities throughout the day. So now we will focus on our app's features. I will be telling you about the most important ones. So an important feature of our app is that it develops localized forecasts based on GPS and network. Another cool feature is that weather prediction is delivered to any mobile phone through a video form and simple text-based message, and keywords, icons, and chart graphs. Furthermore, weather is predicted ahead, daily, monthly, and seasonal. So if you are wondering what will the weather be next month, you can check our app VioWeb. And lastly and most importantly, information will be available online and offline. And here is a quick mock-up of our app. Now, to tell you more about marketing and money, I would like to give the floor to Iasonas. Thank you.
Thank you, Thanasis. Hello there, my name is Iasonas, and I will continue with the presentation. Thanasis, will you switch the... So I can see the next...
Thanasis, you change it for them.
Oh, okay. So the most crucial factor that will help our business grow is advertising. However, there aren't many ways that can make our app popular. So a great way to advertise our application is with targeted ads on other well-known websites and companies. If we get in the market and our app gains reputation, our key objective will be maintaining this reputation. Then come our company's expenses and income. Most of our expenses are the developer's payroll, our employees' salaries, taxes and advertisements. Apart from these, there is also the distribution cost and marketing in general. Concerning our income, our company will be making profit by advertising other companies and websites, by in-app purchases such as a premium version of the application, and by offering our services to companies that are in need of them. Ultimately, our most important clients will be the tourism industry, farmers, airlines and airports, and many more. To finish off, I would like to thank my wonderful team and thank all of you guys for your time and attention.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Davia, do you want to tell us something?
Sing again. So again, distance.
School children of 5 years old, which was very exciting.
It's okay.
Yeah. Super. Thank you very much.
Maria Hadjana. I'm 16 years old and I'm a student at the Acropolis Lyceum. Herbs have been a part of my everyday life. I personally learned how to use spices from my grandmother, who learned from hers, and so on and so on. So as you can see, herbal remedies and recipes have been passed down from generation to generation. We feel that we have strengthened the link between the past, the present, and the future. Lastly, we're proud to say that we managed to motivate our peers and involve as many of them as possible in this wonderful cultural journey that we have all taken together. Thank you for listening.
So the first general high school of Livadia?
Okay, I want to invite my students Cici and Maria to open their cameras and their microphones. Okay. You can hear the sound?
My name is Cici and I'm a member of the Erasmus Christian program. Today I'm going to present and explain to you what we've been preparing all these months, our vision, our idea of the startup business, which we decided to name Ancient Greek Laws.
A little bit and then I'll share the TED Talk.
Today I'm presenting to my team from High School Chernobyl from Slovenia. Hello, my name is Anna Mikitic and I am going to present you my business idea.
Okay.
I was bored at home and wanted to do something but didn't know what is happening in Bela Krajina. If you're interested in the site, you can click on the tab Sites and you can explore cities Chernobyl, Simic and Metlika.
Our team, Bulgarian team, our girls Diana, Radka and Christina will show their TED Talks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
To show Bulgarian cultures, traditions, and customs. The complex is divided into small houses that are similar to the old Bulgarian houses.
Yorunas themselves.
So they don't have to be presenters.
So we can watch our TED Talks now, maybe. Bees and producing honey deserve to be called a part of Lithuanian national heritage, which has the future perspectives.
So, girls, are you ready to present our first TED Talk? Daria? Some
Yes,
words
I'm ready.
for the video?
Okay. So, hello everyone. My name is Daria, and I'm presenting our Estonian team. So now you're going to watch my TED Talk about merge of old believers and Progeria. We know companies as Coca-Cola, Apple, NASA, and brands like Nike, Adidas.
My name is Haritina.
My name is Yanis.
And we are students of the 3rd Junior High School of Levadia. During the KSAN Junior Achievement Project, we created with our team a startup business called AltraTour, standing for Alternative Traditional Tourism.
The startup preserves the Greek intangible cultural heritage. So, by taking advantage of the fact that young people tend to focus primarily on technology,
Starting, we recorded all the customs and traditions of several villages, towns and cities of central Greece.
I will invite Petya and Simeon. They will present their TED Talks. Petya, Simeon, are you here? Okay, I will invite Petya and Simeon. They will present their TED Talks. Petya, Simeon, are you here?
Hello, my name is Sinan, and I would like to present to you something that two of our wonderful teachers and one of our classmates have been working on. We chose to participate in a project called Street Museum that allowed our students not to put their creativity and thought into something educational yet interesting.
Nicoletta, Fotini, and Kostis to present their business idea. Nicoletta, Fotini, and Kostis, where are you? Guys?
Drop it.
And finally, our income will come mainly from campaigns that are active in organizing trainings
would like to do things for our application. There would also be small financial support from the municipality, since the application helps the development of the place.
Welcome, Maria. Thank you.
Okay, so hi everyone. I will try to share my slides with you. So once again, thank you for the opportunity to join this project. I'm really keen to share my knowledge about marketing itself and about branding.
Okay, so Alessia is a student, very active student, as other girls are. And Alessia will talk about board games and about board games as a tool for working as a tool of non-formal education, and also about the game our team developed about All Believers.
Board game helped us to learn and feel the culture of All Believers. During the game, we have plugged into an amazing, incredible world of fairy tales, legends, and rituals of All Believers.
So I am inviting my colleague Rasa to show the video. Please welcome Rasita Live video.
How can we define the visual meaning of a cross? A cross is a geometrical figure consisting of two intersecting lines or bars, usually perpendicular to each other.
Here's a fun fact for you. On the 31st of August in 2020, England decided to put a 10-pence charge on single-use plastic bags.
It's Lucas, Elena, and Panayota.
Hello everyone, I'm Lucas.
Hello, I'm Elena. Hello everybody, I'm Panayota.
So we're students of the first senior high school of Levadia, and we're going to present you our idea of an application called RACT.
Our RACT presents a magical and unforgettable cultural room which follows the steps of gravely concerted art and liberty guardians.
Our team is composed of great, talented, culturally aware, and hardworking students.
Going to be with us any of the days?
Part. So here are like three typical. Yes. So this is an example.
Has 28 spaces containing 5 of the cities of Cyprus. The pawn is Aphrodite, which is a Greek goddess, and another pawn will be the ship of Kerinia.
No, solve the steps, yes.
Okay, we'll start
be without dancing and songs and singing. You will be able to dance in the special clothes of this culture.
Радовались.
Ой, это очень классно.
В следующий раз, когда поедем, привезем.
Entertaining, and students will be learning without even knowing it. Information about places around Nicosia, such as Dublin names, location, historical sites, residents, battles, is displayed on the tablets.
For Admit, our inventive cultural idea is called Mystical Bulgaria, and actually it's an app which offers packages of online tours of the major cultural cities of Bulgaria.
Different kinds of local foods from the specific region, and tradition and folklore dances, and different kinds of folklore clothing we have.
Team from Kėdainių Šviesioji Gymnasium, Lithuania has elaborated a startup business plan to produce tote bags.
Special occupational varieties of the town community as well as of the Divine Society.
all belong to 3 different religions. So one is the Roman Catholic religion.
Hello, we love Erasmus.